Well, for the time being, let's turn our attention to a special segment, Charting Trends. Mitessh Thakkar joins us to decode some of the charts as well as technical trends in the markets for us. Hi, Mitessh. Welcome back. Tell us, what is the top call that you have in terms of some of these charts?
Morning, Nigel. So these are basically, some medium to long-term ideas which I've identified recently. The broader market has done very well, and the first idea on my list is Century Ply. Comes with a disclaimer that it's a part of my portfolio. It's kind of broken out of an 18-month consolidation. So, that suggests that on the longer-term time frame, the stock is likely to make higher highs. You have good support from the momentum indicators. I would now look at targets of around 950 to 1000 as the minimum, which offers you about 30-35% kind of an upside. And this is a good accumulated. It's rallied in the last few days. So you would want to accumulate it slowly. Buy part now, and if you get any dips to about levels of 720, 725, add more, and keep a stop below 670 here. And I think the stock has a high chance of heading towards 950 to about 1000, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, what else are you looking at apart from Century Ply? What are the stocks on your list?
Morning, Sonia. The next stock is again a part of my portfolio, which is IRCTC. See, this stock had a very good run till 2021 and a part of 2022, and then went into a deep correction. I think now there are signs that correction is over, and the stock can possibly head towards the highest monthly closing, which the stock did was about 833. So it should retest that, but then that doesn't give you a big target. The position of the indicator suggests that we should break beyond these earlier highs and then make new highs. So I'm looking at an extension target of around 1100. So that gives you roughly about 40% kind of an upside, and this can be bought at current levels. You can add more if you get a decline to about levels of 720, 710, and keep a stop below 660 here. And I'm looking at 1100 as the target for the next 12 to 15 months.
Mitessh, hi, morning. You like Rallis India?
Morning, Prashant. Yes, I think Rallis India for the last, if you look at the last 3-4 months of price data, the monthly highs were between 235 to 240. It was a strong monthly pivot, and this month, I think in December, we have seen the stock get past those levels of 235 to 240, and the indicators are now pointing upwards. So the long-term trend should now be considered on the upside. That gives me a target of around 320 to about 330 here, which was the earlier highs in 2021. That should be retested. We'll possibly then look at extensions. But even that, I think, gives you about 30% upsides, and this one can be accumulated with a stop below 235.
Okay, all right. What about Kesoram Industries? There was plenty of value out there fundamentally, but now post that deal, how's it looking at the charts?
Very strong, Nigel. I think the entire cement pack, if you look at the charts of ACC, Shree Cement, Ultratech Cement, looks good. And Kesoram, has been in an uptrend since July. What has happened for the month of December is that it's given a continuation pattern breakout, which is suggests that the rally which was done before this gap will be repeated on the upside. So typically that should give you targets in the range of about 210 to about 220, which approximates to about 40% upsides. And this is a buy with a stop below levels of 138.
All right. And finally, you have Info Edge, right, that you're looking at?
That's right. The stock made a high of around 7,300 in October 21, and then declined by about more than 50% to make a low of 3,500 in Feb 23. Now it seems to be getting into an uptrend again. So even if you take a simple 61.8% retracement on the longer term charts, that gives you a target of around 5,800 plus. So I think the stock is a good bet to buy with a stop below 45.
Mitessh, I'm not sure if you put out a call on Dixon. Dixon has taken out the earlier high from 2 years ago. Do you think it's got more here?
It's got a lot more, it seems, Prashant. That's right. I think, it had a big high in 2021 and 2022 beginning around the 5,700, 5,600 mark. Now that that's been taken out, I think I'm looking at a target of around 8,000 plus. So still much more to go. And in case you get a good decline back to about 6,200, 6,300, I would even want to buy this stock.
Just one more name, Gokuldas Exports. Again, it's been a big winner. But from the highs of about 1,020, it's come off very quickly. Last 6-7 days, it's been weak, and it's now down at about 890 or so. How would you look at this? As a buying opportunity, or maybe a little lower?
Maybe a little lower, Prashant. I think the stock has done very well. It rallied from 350 to about 1,000 plus levels. Now the first signs of some profit booking correction from overbought levels is likely on the medium to long term charts. I think you can see the stock retest the swing lows of 780, which it made in November. And around those levels, if we see good consolidation, I would again want to buy this stock.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining in and have a good day. Well, that is the word on the technicals. By the